What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the AJ Red Show. Tonight we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, 14 of the 14. Y'all got to recognize them numbers. Something done happened. And 9 times out of 10, somebody that went in bitch mode. We got to look at them numbers in the astrological signs and see what the fuck's going on with them. Y'all want to talk about it? Okay, here we go.
It's the AJ Red Show, starring me, AJ Red. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Now let's get into it.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy AJ Red. I'm back again with another video and another episode of the AJ Red Show, should I say, and reviewing the Atlanta Housewives, or the Real Housewives of Atlanta, whatever the fuck it is. Y'all know I fuck up the title every time I tell y'all that. But season 14, episode 14. But before I get started with that, let me take the time now to thank all of the subscribers, all of the commenters, all of the likers. I appreciate you all so much for all that you have done. Not that you do, because you've done it and you continuously do it right along with me, and I love you guys for it. Big ups to you all. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is your first time, go back and look at all that other shit I put out there now, because I got a lot of videos now. So yes, I'm building my catalog. It's been built there. But yeah, for the newcomers, please take the time now to hit the notification bell, that thumbs up button. That will make me so happy, and it will you as well, because I'm going to make you laugh your ass off as much as I possibly can. But also subscribe so that you'll get these videos as soon as I post them. I know so many people now that I go around or sending me messages and all this different stuff. They're pretty much like, okay, so what the fuck you waiting for now? Where's the next video? I appreciate you all the biggest, because y'all sitting around waiting for a brother to post something. So I really appreciate the love, you guys. But jumping right into these ladies and they bullshit and fuckery and all that. Y'all know they already over there in Jamaica, or as I like to call it, Jamaica. They done made it down to the thing over there. And I'm sorry, I'm lining my drinks up and shit, getting myself together, because you know I gotta talk shit and take shots. But jumping right into, here come saying with the motherfucking medals again. She kind of getting on my nerve now. I'm kind of like, Drew, like, here you go breaking out them fucking medals again. All you had was a medal to give a bitch for the, what it was, the dirty wine contest. You know, you couldn't give a bitch a nice little gift basket from the Bed Bath & Beyond. Is that the right? Yeah, Bath and Body Works. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Bath and Body Works, or a little gift certificate. Like my grandma say, she didn't say certificate, a gift certificate to Bath and Body Works, or a nice spa or something like that, at least for some free drinks over that Candace situation, the old lady game. But now you're breaking out the medals again. And I will say, I guess that is something to be proud of. Yes, that's how she actually met these ladies. Had it not been for her getting out there, fighting the good fight over there on the track and running the good run, she probably wouldn't be where she is today. So, I guess, well, not I guess, you should be proud of all of your accomplishments, period. So I do understand that part. But god damn, just keep busting the motherfuckers out that old treasure chest every time we look around. Somewhere around the thing, Kenya said, fuck the girls. When they was getting ready to take that long-ass bus ride down yonder ways to, I can't even remember now, but I get somewhere around up in that shit. But they went almost into town, basically, for lack of a better phrase. And Kenya was, I'm thinking maybe Kenya's not feeling well. Maybe she's dealing with Brooklyn. Maybe she's running behind with the makeup. Maybe she got too drunk and slept in. That kind of deal. This bitch is up there. Let me fix my twiggly. This bitch is up there, standing out there, taking all the shit in, taking pictures, like Mello said, taking pictures and shit, and basking in the ambiance of the balcony in which she's been gifted to the fucking the host of the trip. And now you can't even go down here and join the bitch to go down here in this long citywide bus ride over here to the thing they was going to for all the ladies. Well, somewhere along the way, Sanya say, fire this motherfucking bus up, because I ain't never really seen nobody take no big ass coach bus. But I guess that's probably all they got out there in Jamaica to get you around for us, here and there, in the distance. But Sanya say, fire this motherfucker up and punch it, Mr. Driver. Get us down there, because we already late, and they did wait a few more minutes, before she got there. and she was really taking advantage of all that. And Kenya, you wrong for that shit. You already had your wig on. I was sitting there looking. Maybe she ain't got her face on and all this shit. Bitch, you walking around there full face and everything. So now I'm starting to suspect you when Marlo just trash over here. And she by Sheree someday, was talking about you saying you was bullshitting them when you didn't show up for the thing over there for the girl. And to hang out with the girls. Now I'm starting to think maybe you was feeling pretty good. And you decided, fuck the girls. I'm too sexy for that place. I'm too sexy for this dress. You had that kind of attitude that day. And you said, fuck the girls, and you just wasn't going to come. Because it seems as though when the camera been put on your ass and the light has been shed, the Jamaican light has been shed upon you, it seems as though you deliberately disappoint these ladies and not show up on time, which Kenya has done that shit in past seasons. FYI. If you go back and take a look, you'll see that she has, she's done this prior before, and we've seen footage of it, her just lollygagging and frolicking and twirling and shit around the room and taking pictures of herself and saying, fuck everybody else. They'll wait if they wait, and they don't if they don't. And this particular time, say, we choose not to don't. No, we choose to don't wait, bitch. We ain't waiting. We finna punch it. So, somewhere down the line, Kenya fucked around and caught a cab. Now, they said it was a 2-hour ride or something like that. That must have been an expensive-ass cab. And I was just telling somebody over here in Houston, I ain't heard nobody how about no motherfucking yellow cab. And I don't know how long. They got Uber and Lyft and probably some other shit, Tripco and all this other stuff out here, Trip Z or whatever it is, to get you to and from and across town, near and far over here. But a yellow cab, I can imagine that must have been a shiny motherfucking quarter. See, the problem is, y'all over there worried about making motherfucking money when y'all not worried about saving it. Bitch, if you missed that coach bus that said Jamaica on the side, and bottom line is, I would have saved my coin and said, I'll see them when they get bite. But apparently, maybe the producer or something from Bravo say, bitch, you need to make a grand entrance and you going to put the fare in for this cab ride over there and meet up with the rest of the ladies. Marlo, again, like I said, trash is what she is. All she is a hypocrite trying to tell somebody else how to raise their kids and live with their own family. When you done sit there and show them boys the door and said, go. I don't give a fuck if it was for 30 days. If you sent a check or whatever, it was wrong. And how dare you sit around and try to comment on somebody else's situation and try to make somebody else feel bad and bring them down about this situation when you don't put yourself clearly in the same situation instead of turning yourself into a fucking drama queen all the time, crying and shit and boozing and liquoring yourself up and crying and shit about them boys. Shut the fuck up. That's just your storyline to keep your ass in with that motherfucking peach in your hand with that white effervescent nightgown made with curtains you got on in this motherfucking picture over here. Marlo, you're wrong. You ain't had no business sending them cheering over there to Crystal. I done said that shit before and I say it again. You wrong. A check don't solve everything. Although now it seems like it to you it does. Because like Candace said, you go around there and powder them old man's asses up in them diapers and whatnot, and then come around and they write you a check to go. Maybe, because we don't know what the fuck Marlo do. Like I told y'all all the time, she like Tommy off Martin. You ain't got no job. Other than now on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she done fought and scratched for that motherfucking position and finally got up in there. Now she really want to be the villain coming out the gate, and try to keep the show live. The show don't need you to keep it live, Marlo. It was live when you was gone. It was live when you was a friend of the show. It was live before you even fucking came on the scene, guest star or guest friend of Nene Leakes. Which again, I don't know what their relationship is at this present moment. I'm going to have to, again, do some digging and find the fuck out and bring y'all nosy ass some information if y'all already know. Because I know y'all nosy, just like me. But the bottom line is, yes, Marlo needs to be put in her place. 9 to my 10, but fuck, maybe Marlo is maybe she's a caretaker in her part-time days. Maybe she's a CNA or something, or maybe she just a person that goes by, what do you call them? Caregiver, and just go over there and turn them over left and right, every quarter, every Q2 hours and shit like that, and get them straightened out like Candace say, pamper their booty, and put another depend on it, and probably dress them up real good and suck on their nipples like Jackie said over there from the Married to Medicine, and whisper sweet nothing in their ear, and get whatever she want, having to write a check out on that bitch, or sign that check and she put a number in. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just, coming up with shit. I'm just giving y'all some options to pick from. But Candy was right to not even accept her raggedy ass motherfucking apology from the get-go. I wouldn't have accepted that bullshit either. You gonna come with some bullshit. Just like Heavenly, I'm sorry, Candy. Candy said, you can keep your sorry. Fuck that, I don't want it. Well, fuck you then. Well, fuck you too, bitch. I'm not finna be no fake ass bitch with you on this motherfucking boogie bus, bitch. On the way back to town, me and you beefing. Period. And if you want to meet me outside in the parking lot, then, hey, I'll leave my hair on the bus, bitch, and I'll meet you out there. Leave your hair in your pocketbook on the bus and going out there, because I'm pretty sure Marlo big and strong looking, but I bet you that little jungle duck Candy would whoop a motherfucking fit on Marlo if it came down to it. I'm not saying y'all should, but I'm just saying if I was to put my money up in a situation of them versus one another with them hands, or putting them paws on one another, my money on Candy. Kenya, listen, sis. I know you got a business going on, your house is taken care of, and most stuff like that. Maybe you got a few things you need to touch up, according to Marlo or somebody that been over there, Sherelle, somebody, I forgot who the fuck it was, that made the comment. But the bottom line is, sis, I need you to focus more on trying to get this contract straight between you and Walmarts, like my auntie called it, Walmarts. I don't know who the fuck Walmart is, but Walmart. I need you to focus more on that contract and get this motherfucking distributor or whoever you got to get this her out here to the people. Because me personally, I'm trying to get down here and order me some shit from the Kenya hairline. Clearly I have hair, and clearly I take care of it. Duh. So I think you got to be more focused on that, sis, than worried about Walmart and not Walmart. There you go. That's how I get it. Walmart is your baby daddy and your soon-to-be, if not already, ex-husband. So, do yourself a cleanse. Talk to yourself to God, your ancestors, divinity, your Jesus, God, whoever it is you can fuck around and deal with. Because I know y'all with that steaming y'all puss out with sage and stuff. Not some of you girls. Shout out, Sheree. But the bottom line is, you need to cleanse yourself, get yourself right, and focus on you in Brooklyn. If Mark wants to be a part, fine. If not, tell Mark send that motherfucking check. When he want to see her, I would make sure that happens. Out of being a good woman and a good mother to my child, I would make sure that absolutely happens. When he calls and said, if it's not going to inconvenience me, and I have the governess on staff to bring little Brooklyn over to meet him, and she's babysitting her at the point in time, yes, you can go over to the house and see her. Or yes, you can have the governess, bring over the baby to meet you at your hotel or something like, well, I wouldn't even give a fuck if you start fucking the governess at this point, unless you still got some kind of underlying in-love portion of her with him. But anyway, meet it with that baby and make sure that him and that baby meet and see one another and go about your fucking business and make this money with this contract and let him see that he is out of your life. Let him see he made a fucked up decision. Let him see you are not lost without him. Let him see you still can be the same strong black woman plus being a mother while still being a boss bitch. Don't let that nigga distract you, because that is exactly what that is. That motherfucker is a distraction, just like Tyrone was for Sheree. Because at this point in time, I figure maybe by now, I'm going to go on and say it, maybe she by Sheree would have been out the ground all these years. But look at what come around. Look. Tyrone. She kept calling Tyrone. Bitch, find somebody else to call. Word on the street is she over there calling that woman's ex-husband off of that Married to Huntsville. I keep forgetting his fucking name, much as I done read about him. I just don't even follow Married to Huntsville because I'll tell you about that later. I just may start up. I don't know if y'all want me to start watching Married to Huntsville. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. But right now, it's not even on my list of things to do. But she over there, something Martell Holt, I think it is. If I'm getting the name right. If I'm wrong, forgive me, because I don't know people like that. I usually say I don't know. No, I ain't going to say that. But I don't always know them like that because I don't follow the show. But I think it's Martell Holt. Ex-husband of so-and-so over there to that thing. But I explained that one day when I fuck around and follow the show. If y'all want me to, y'all let me know. But she fucking around with him, not just that quick after Tyrone. So she still ain't focused on She by Sheree someday. I need you to drop what you doing. Fuck that love life, because love life seems to be the one thing. Some good dick must get your attention and throws you completely off the fucking game. Matter of fact, it don't even take no good dick, because as long as you got good conversation, because Tyrone was locked up for God knows how long. She claiming she done been around him before, but maybe she would, if she was still reminiscing off of that from before he went in when she got it, it must have been some long-lasting activating dick, because locked up that long, listen, you fuck that. No. You need to sit your ass down and get them fabrics together and get them swatches and whatnot and bring this shit together. By the end of this season, we need to see She by Sheree come through this day before this motherfucking season goes out. I'm tired of waiting. God damn it, I'm tired of waiting. I want to see some goddamn joggers. You over here walking around with some mammy fucking prototypes. I want to see some merchandise. Where is the merchandise? Go over there and sit. You and Kenya need to say fuck them men's right about now and get together and have y'all girls power all day and go sit somewhere and smoke y'all one and drink y'all good little bit of wine and have y'all some have Candy come over and meet you motherfuckers and give y'all some business advice and lay out a plan for y'all. Now, don't expect Candy to come by there for free, because I'm going to call and tell her. Don't fuck with them for free. If you going by there giving them your good business advice, by the way, Candy, OLG, I ain't been hearing so many good comments down to my coworkers and all these other folks that's been traveling. So I need you to call me so we can talk about it and some things that's going on. Now, I went over there to Atlanta and I went and seen one of them, and I ate, good food, paid good money. I think it's worth the price, but they gotta beef it up a little bit, Ken. I think they gotten too used to, being OLG. They gotta pick up it, make that chicken a little crispier, make that skin crispy. But Candy, don't go over there giving them motherfuckers no free advice. You already dropped 2 nuggets on them already this season for both of them. That's the next thing Candy ought to do, is set up a business etiquette or business class. That's what you ought to do, Candy. Candy, if you watching, your next idea should be a business class. If you ain't already got it going on, because you got 50 fucking things going on. Some of them we know about and some of them going on in the background, so she probably already got it going. But get yourself a business school or a business class with some financial teachings and how to open a black business and all this shit, and send me an email or a text message or a pigeon with a fucking note, something on my social media. I'm going to drop it down in the comments for you, Candy. If you see this shit, let me know. But anyway, go over there and teach these 2 fools something, because they over there tripping. Candy got a man and she running businesses with a whole family. What the fuck? Y'all old heads compared to Candy. Well, Alicia Ray is compared to Candy. The fuck? So let me move on from that shit. Sanya, like I said, she went and showed the girls, part of her trip with that long-ass bus ride was somewhere out of town yonder ways where they probably had no telephone service or some shit. The cameraman had to probably tune in to the fucking satellite out there in space, more than likely to get in the motherfucking reception. But Sanya got out there on the field and she hit that motherfucker like Jackie Joyner Kersey, whatever that one black woman name is, used to be in history, or one of the fastest women in America, or fastest women in history. She showed us how she made them fucking medals and got them in that cedar chest she got over there at the house. Or cedar coffin, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But, and she let these ladies see how she made her way through and how she made her living. Not just her husband, because he got a separate thing going on. But how she made her money and how it brought her and her family to over here to the U.S. with the rest of us fucked up folk. Came over here to join us. And, it's an interesting fact, and I'm going to share this with y'all real quick, man, and I'm going to get a move on. I just saw something on Instagram a little while ago that said something to me. Now, over here in Houston, I've met a lot of Nigerians, and this ain't saying I have anything against Nigerians, because I don't hate nobody. I got anything against any race. So let's clear that shit up right now. But I've worked with and, under and even over some Nigerians here in Houston, and I've tried to find out why they always have this idea, this mentality that we are to bow to them, even as black people, working with them or being sometimes even friends, bow to them in their presence or when they come around. Well, fuck, and why they treat us so bad and why they think they're superior to us. Now I found out when I seen a Nigerian woman get up on the thing and admit to everybody, they are taught that shit in Nigeria to come over here from Nigeria. Before they get here, they're taught to keep themselves away from black folk, because all we do is smoke drugs, get them in gang banging. We rapists, we thieves and thugs and all kind of other shit. We into all kind of fraud, fucked up shit. Now, last I heard over there in Africa, them some of the biggest fraud motherfuckers you can never figure out. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is that answered a lot of, my motherfucking questions as to why I felt like it. And the lady even said, even when you Americans feel that, you're getting the feeling because it's accurate. because that's what we were told to do, to stay the fuck away from y'all and move into white neighborhoods and rub elbows with white people and stay amongst them because you all are hood rats and y'all fuck everything up. But saying that is to say, it was good to see where Sanya decided to go back to her roots, even over in Jamaica, and, visit the old lady in the neighborhood. She didn't forget where she came from. She went visit the lady, had on camera. I don't know if she sent her a check or what, or Bravo probably sent her a check because they damn sure owed her something, I guess, per putting her on the motherfucking camera. Y'all know she probably ain't signed shit unless Bravo got that much reach and probably already emailed that shit to that old lady. Drew got out there, I don't know why, in the fresh fish flying fuck. Drew called herself getting out there, running up on that motherfucking track. And then it seemed to me the fall was so fucking staged and fake with Drew, because either that or she's too big, or they must have slowed it down in my vision, because I know I had a couple of shots. But she seemed to have been diving on the ground like she was going to sit down, but like, that kind of thing, like exhaustion, sit down. But she made it seem, it came out as a fall. And now all of a sudden she done had this fall, child, and done fucked up her canker. And I say canker because it's an ankle and a calf all in one. Drew got some big ass motherfucking ankles. Them look like oxtails, bitch. Them some big ass mammy fucking ankles. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, now I know, being in medical, I done wrapped plenty of ankles, and all this shit. I done worked in orthopedics and all this different stuff. And the bottom line is, if you're in urgent orthopedic, and I know damn well, if you right there in a moment, the camera looked at you and seen your ass fall. Now the camera came to the ankle ain't swelled that fucking quick, more than likely. Even with a half fracture. You feel me? So the bottom line is, you sitting up here now talking about your ankle and shit like this, and I'm looking at the motherfuckers. You be dropping it with Drew all the time. You should have been in shit to run your motherfucking ass on that gravel, or you shouldn't have did it at all. Bottom line. But when they put that ankle on that supersized cankle, I was like, good goddamn. Listen, I thought it was a reenactment of when Wendy Williams took that motherfucking elephant foot she had and stuck up there in the camera and showed everybody. She put that bitch up like a turkey leg. She put that motherfucker in the camera like a big old drumstick down to the state fair. You hear me? That's how that girl's ankles look round about the meat part. Not that skinny bone part you hold that bitch and twirl it around with or holding and bite off of. I'm talking about the very other end, the shaft of that turkey leg, where that son bitch about that motherfucking big. She been eating too many motherfucking greens, too many beans, too many tomatoes, or something. She need to go down there to the nutritionist and get herself looked at, because unless they just running her family, or maybe she part of African or Nigerian, because them Africans got some thick ass ankles, let me tell you. And that's no disrespect to them, but most of them got some thick ankles. Let me tell you, most of them, not all. So don't go around talking about I hate nobody. I'm talking about any motherfucking body. That's what I do. That's what comedians do. Period. Take this shit or swipe left and go onto somebody else's page, because that's what we do over here. We lighthearted enough to have motherfucking jokes and joke around, poke fun, and shoot the motherfucking bull, even if it is way out there in the field. That's your problem. Check your aim. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But anyway, most Africans got thick motherfucking ankles, and maybe she part African. I don't know shit. Because them some big ass ankles. But anyway, while she goes to the hospital and all this shit and have a, I don't even think they better even wrap the motherfucking ankle. She come hopping on some mammy fucking crutches. My Achilles, if your Achilles is that motherfucking bad, why I suggest to you that everything you wear, you need some Dr. Scholl's in the mammy fuckers, or you need not be wearing nobody's, get you some nursing shoes. Matter of fact, I got a link, Drew, if you need it, there's some shoes over there. I know you too good for it. You got plenty of money, but over yonder ways at the, not the Dick's Academy, Academy Sports and Outdoors. They got this shoe, and I know you can afford it. And it's for diabetic people and older folk. And maybe it'll help out a little bit on that pivot and them achilleas. Maybe that'll help you out, because you was getting on my nerve, come hopping back down them mammy fucking crutches, talking about my ankle and all this different shit. And then after that, motherfucker roll up to dinner in a wheelchair. Runaway wheelchair. Now what you think of that? Absolute fuckery. Yeah? Yeah. Then Candy was like, well, look, they had some moment talking about some shit. I zoned the fuck out. Y'all go watch the shit. Fuck all that. I zoned the fuck out because they was talking booty chat. They was spitting straight booty chat in the first place. Some shit I wasn't even in agreements with, so that's why I left it the fuck alone. But it tickled me when Candy was saying, well, since you here, you ain't doing this and doing that, and since you You incapacitated and shit, bitch. Why don't you sit up here and help me run my lines for this new situation? I'm about to go down here and get some more money. You know, help a bitch out. Run my lines with me. And with Drew being, a former TV star and actor, I think over there at the Disney Channel, somewhere over there with the peoples, she was kind of used to running lines. But somewhere along the line, she started running the fucking lines that Candy wasn't trying to hear, and neither was I. Excuse me, apparently Bravo wasn't trying to hear the fucking lines because she was going so long, they were skipping scenes and hurling over them motherfuckers and musing them bitches in and musing them out. Girl, please. First of all, yes, okay. Maybe I would say, maybe if you look at the credits, maybe she's had more acting experience than Candy. But the bottom line is vice versa. Candy had more business experience than you had anything else. Then she's had, fuck it, vice versa. Y'all get the fucking picture. Bottom line is, you gotta set the tone. I do all this. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that, bitch. I'm gonna give you a paper. The paper, this line is you. This line is me. I read lines before. Yeah, y'all ain't know that. I've been in theater. I am an actor, I think. Fuck. But anyway, I read lines before, and it don't take unless a motherfucker say, do you think I can, do a little more in this part or this line? And that's mostly for the motherfuckers that's doing the read for you. But okay, go ahead, give me some, some criticism real quick. But constructive criticism. But she was just going on and on till Candy's face was like. And I felt the whole fucking thing, the bottom line is, why would you take it so long? Just read the line, bitch, I'm gonna read mine. And that's gonna help me memorize, if nothing else, even if I don't get the moment right in that present moment. Somewhere around there, I don't know what the fuck went on, but like I said, I think Candy had her powwow with Marlo on the bus. Drew and Candy, Drew and Marlo go at it for a whole different reason. And basically, in, the little private interviews, I knew something was missing. I'm parched. In the private interviews, they were saying how basically now they realize that she ain't shit. She keep coming for them, coming for everybody, really. Even Sheree, friend, bitch coming for everybody. Trash. Pure trash. Kenya and Sheree had a good time, I think, on what was called a chickle. They were shaking their ass and doing their thing and having a good time or whatever. And I'm trying to think of who it was telling them something about they needed to calm down. They was talking about Sanya and all this other shit, just throwing blows and acting a goddamn fool, talking shit. But they had a really good time over there on the boat. What is this here? I already told y'all, She by Sheree, I already mentioned that part because I'm looking at my notes. Fuck y'all, I keep telling y'all, I'm going to look at my motherfucking notes. I'm sitting there drinking in front of y'all doing all this shit and I done had 2 shots so far. I done had 4 before I started this motherfucker. What y'all expect me to do? I got to remember. Shit. Let me remember. Let me jot it down. But no, I'm just joking. Anyway, but yeah, like I was saying, She by Sheree, I'm so tired of hearing her even mention the fucking brand because I feel like it's a brand that's like something that they don't even fucking make anymore that's almost rare. Like some shit that was in the 1920s or somebody that faded in like Sean John clothes or some shit like that. Like the shit came in, had a wave, and people was buying it like a motherfucker, now it's gone. That's how I see the shit now because I never seen it come to fruition. So like I said before, stop talking the talk and walk the walk, Sheree. That's gonna be the name from now on. Until I see some shit on the shelf in Target or Walmart or online with a site that actually works. The new name for She by Sheree products is She by Sheree someday. I call it as a season. I call it as a season. The Rose Hall dinner. The Rose Hall dinner. Let me just say that the Rose Hall was actually it was a beautiful place, and I can understand why it was named the Rose Hall. I actually went and looked it up. There's some history associated with it. I think it was something like a plantation or something that's once upon a time back in the days or something like that. I remember something fucked up. But the bottom line is, ain't no telling was hunting around them fucking grounds and over there, spirits overtaking people and making them act crazy. But these motherfuckers ain't need no spirits to make them act crazy. Maybe Ross You know, maybe something jumped his bones and took his body over in the moment he decided to act a goddamn fool when the ladies was having a moment. I'm trying to figure out, I can't even figure out why he decided to open his mouth and defend his wife. Let me say this. I am not a person also. I believe highly in defending my mate. I believe highly in defending my partner because at the end of the day, before they can get to your motherfucking ass, I want to get to your ass first. Let me check your ass first. And so by all means, I do understand him wanting to defend his wife. But your wife seems like she can handle her own. This was a whole woman. And let me just tell you, at some point in time, I got to test your strength because I want to know you ain't no hoe. You ain't going to let this bitch talk to you any kind of way. And if need be, I know you willing to lay hands on this bitch. But in order to not see you get in trouble, I'll probably step in and say, chill out with that, back up off my dude, you know what I'm saying, back up off my wife, get back, chill out because y'all doing too much, babe, chill out, just let it go. That kind of thing, because now by this time, I know my wife will tear your motherfucking ass out the frame, or my nigga will beat the brakes off your ass, and there you are running down here with nothing left to save but your soul. But the bottom line is, I need to know for myself. I know I can defend you, and I'm going to, but I know if it came down to it, that just like me, in my absence, that you would have the dog by the balls on the down here drag. You gonna fuck something up. Ain't nothing gonna get away from you or get past or get probably even to you. And so in that moment, I feel like, Ross, I'm sorry, dog, I'm hollering at you over here. I feel like you should have fell the fuck back. There was some female shit. In heavenly words, it was 2 women into that shit. Let them 2 women settle that shit. Because in the end, when it's all said and done, they gonna still be castmates, co-workers, and probably as crazy as they motherfucking ass be acting, as probably as dingy as most of them are, they gonna still be friends. And not that when you come around, there's an odd atmosphere in the air or the elephant in the room. You come around because you done balked up and said some shit to Kenya or some other chick because they ain't got no husband around to defend them. Ross, you was wrong. You should have stood the fuck down, June. You should have turned that loose, dog. But yeah, that was it. Kenya and Sanya got into it, went back and forth. And like I said, I'm not going to say I don't condone you defending your wife. By all means, be ready to defend your spouse, period. That's you. That's an image of you. That's your love. That's what happens to you happens to them. So if I sit there and watch you get your ass whooped, when I got to go home and sit there and watch you lay up in the bed putting neurosperm on your boo-boos and shit and Band-Aids and wrap you up and carrying on, I'm sitting there feeling bad. One, I feel bad because you lost. I feel bad because you're fucking lost. You all bandaged up now. If you got boo-boos and bandages and this bitch is just as fucked up as you, triumph, let me go out and buy you a trophy. But you better not let this bitch whoop your ass. And if I think so, I'm going to have to jump in. Girl or not, I'm going to bop that bitch right side of her mammy fucking head, give you a little advantage, or yank that bitch by the back of the shirt. You bet. And from there, I gave you, everybody gets one, like Spider-Man said. Everybody gets one. I yank that bitch and turn over so you can get your advantage and tear into her ass and go for it with both barrels. You know what I'm saying? But if we got to take you down to the gym and get you worked out and buffed up, so that's why you got to get you up. Listen, professional, classy, and bossy. But somewhere underneath, I want one with a hood part of them that still has a mind to say, I know how to walk away from confrontation, but if you try me, I will come out of retirement and whoop your motherfucking ass till it rope like okra. I'll whoop your ass like your grandma and your mama should have. And if I can't beat your ass like I want to, you just know in the end, I bet you one thing, bitch, you're going to know you've been in a fight. That's for damn sure. And you're going to remember my name because I'm going to carve it in that ass. Amen? Hallelujah. Anyway, that's all I have for y'all on the ladies over here in Atlanta with they fuckery and bullshit. I'm 33 minutes in. I got another video to do, so I got to go, y'all. Hit that notification bell, that like button. Please subscribe. For those of you who have already done so, thank you again so very much. For the newcomers, I hope you enjoy the ride. I plan on bringing you more shit. I'm trying to, beef up my game and get it all the way up, like I told y'all. But share with somebody you know. Share with somebody you don't know. Share with a motherfucker you like. Share with a motherfucker you don't like. Because if you don't like me, I guarantee you they probably will. Also, last thing but not least, love yourself real good and love on somebody else that's willing to do the same in return equally. All right, y'all, take care of yourself. I got another video to do and get out here to y'all. I got work to catch up on because I'm already running behind my videos. All right, y'all, see you in the next video.